Hi boys and girls, it is week 6, day 2, and we're going to talk today about using properties of addition. Remember we did properties of multiplication? Some of these are the same. So we're going to do properties of addition to help us with some of our math problems. So there are 3 addition properties. The identity property, oh, we've heard that before for multiplication. The commutative property, we've heard that for multiplication. And associative property, we've heard that before. So some of these will seem like, oh, okay, it's kind of the same. Okay, so the identity property. Any number added to 0 will be that number. It'll be itself. So here's an example. 0 plus 23. It equals 23, because the identity property is stating that it will be that number, not the 0, but the other number. So I consider it myself, it's itself, the number 23. Here's another one, 0 plus 109. Think about what do you think it would be if you use the identity property? You got it. It's going to be 109. Okay. 4,678. So this is for you. What do you think this one's going to become? If I'm adding those two numbers together, yep, it's going to be 4,678. This is the identity property. Commutative property says when you change the order of the addends, remember addends are the numbers that we add, you still get the same answer. So if I have 5 plus 9, it equals the same thing as 9 plus 5. I just switched these two numbers to become this way, just like in multiplication. So I still get 14. 9 plus 5, I get 14, so it's the same. Here's another one. 6 plus 3 equals the same thing as, which digit is missing from here? Which add-in? You're right, it's this 3. There it is. 6 plus 3 is 9. And 3 plus 6 is 9. Then we have the associative property. So associative property. Hopefully you're thinking about multiplication and what it was. So it says you can change how the addends are grouped, but you still get the same answer. Just like when we did this in multiplication, I think it was last week or the week before. So I have the digits or addends 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But I want to add these first, so I get 2 plus 3, and then I can add the 1. So I get 5, and then I'm still going to add the 1. Over here, I'm going to add this first. 1 plus 2 equals 3, and I still have to have my other 3. Wow, these look different. I've got a 1 plus 5, and I've got a 3 plus 3, but when you add those up, you still get the same answer, 6. This is associative property. See how the addends stayed in the same order? These addends, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We just changed how we're going to group the numbers, which ones we want to add up first. I know when I'm adding a string of numbers, I like to find numbers that equal 10 first. So when we're doing things like that, then I can count by 10s or 5s, some way to make it fast. So here we have 3 plus 5 plus 2, but we're going to add the 5 and the 2 first. Here we have these two that we're going to add first, but we don't know what that missing add-in is, plus 2 more. What do you think it is? Look at the numbers. Nothing changes. We have the same set of numbers. Yeah, it's going to be the 5. There it is. And now we can add those. So, time to practice for you guys. We're going to fill in the missing add-in and identify what the property is. So what could I add over here plus 67 and still get 67? 0. Yeah, I'm still going to have that. What is that property called when I have 0 plus 67? Identity property. Good job. So now I have 81 plus 53. It equals some number plus 81. What goes in there? 53. So what did I do here? Was this the identity property, commutative property, or was it the associative property? Commutative, yes. I just switched, is all I did is I switched my add-ins. Now we have 5 plus 90 equals 90 plus 5. What goes in that blank right there? 5. Wow. What did I do here? Commutative. I just switched. That's all I did. I took the 5 and put it over here. Here we have 8 plus 4 plus 10 equals the same thing as 8 plus 4 plus 10. And now I'm saying I want to group and add these first, but over here I want to group and add those first. So this is called associative property. All right. So here's our closure. Which property changes the order of the add-ins? Which one changes the order? Hopefully you're thinking of the commutative property because I switched them. If you add 0 to a number, you will get that number. What property is that one? If I'm adding 0, I get the other number, the same number. What is that? It's the identity property. And our last one, which property changes the grouping of the add-ins? Associative. Good job. All right, guys, work on your study island assignment to help you understand this. You can go back and review this at any time you want. Thank you.